So, hi everyone. Today we have Sachin Chaudhary from Paradiso Solutions with us, who will be talking on the need of AI and government sector in India. So, first of all, we are facing some pressing challenges in legal, healthcare, and education departments nowadays. So, how can technology come to the rescue for all these issues that we are having that need immediate attention given to them?
Right. Tanushi, thanks for having me. Right. So technology specifically today in 2024, we're going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence. Right. So there are about 50 lakhs cases, if I'm not wrong, pending in India. The rural areas have challenges with accessing healthcare, the shortages of good teachers in rural area, and government in general is struggling with all this. So again, this is not an attack on one particular administration, whether it's BJP or Congress or some other or particular party or particular government. These challenges are big challenges and they're across the board. And the challenges happen because we have 1.4 billion people. We are a developing country. We still have a lot of people under poverty. We have a lot of diversity, and it's a huge country to govern. So any government is going to have challenges. So how can technology come to rescue, as you ask, right? So artificial intelligence can increase productivity. Right. What I mean by that, artificial intelligence, if you're familiar with Chat GPT, something like Chat GPT, it can create document, it can solve mathematical problem, it can do research, it can create images. So it can do a lot of creation, it can do a lot of automation. And what that does is it increases the productivity. So one of the reason why all these legal cases are pending because we do not have enough resources, enough skilled resources, enough lawyers to be able to handle these many challenges in the legal system, and that strains the system. The same thing. We don't have enough ophthalmologists to go in every tribal area from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari and serve every village, every tribal area, and every urban area. So there's a shortage, right? So if AI can boost the productivity, that sort of uh, reduces the strain on the government system, and that helps with the customer satisfaction, which in this case are the civilians. We can also innovate faster, also reduce the cost. So today, if you want to go to a radiologist and show him the MRI or X-ray, there is a cost associated with it. A lot of the people are not able to afford it. But with machine, the cost can come down, right? Think of emails, for example. Before email technology came in, you had to physically mail the letters, and that was more costly. It was slow. It needed humans. Now email, you reduce a lot of the middleman, if you will. The same thing is going to happen in healthcare, where the doctors will be helped with the AI. In teachers will be helped with the AI. Government officers who are handling a lot of documentation will be help of AI. And with that, all the problems are not going to go away, but we can have a significant impact AI is going to have on the efficiency and the productivity of government, which in turn is going to help reduce some of the challenges we just mentioned.
Now, this has definitely answered my why, but how will the AI be helpful to reduce all these issues?
Right, so let's talk about how, right? Like the AI platforms, what do they do? How would they do this, right? This looks like a magic, right?
Mhm.
So one of the
Yes.
things AI is really good at, AI platforms such as Paradiso AI platform, is create. They can create documents such as they can create government regulations, they can create videos, they can create translation, they can write books, they can create e-learning courses. So create is one. Second is automate. So our AI can answer emails automatically, and within 1 hour we can solve thousands and thousands of issue tickets, which has
Mhm.
come in your help desk email. So automation, the AI can automate loan processing. It can automate whether you qualify for government subsidies. So automation is another area. Third is very good at support. So just like you're interviewing me, one of the Paradiso AI agents we have, we call them agents or employees. Her name is Indra. She can interview me. She can
Okay.
talk to me if I am a student. If I am a patient, she can act like a doctor. So this support agent, the chatbots, the AI can reduce the load on the government by providing the support. It can also do evaluation from grading the answer papers to evaluating an X-ray to evaluating a student application for scholarship. It can do a lot of evaluation in good fashion. It can also analyze the data. So government institutes such as RBI, they needs to be able to make decisions on policies.
Mhm.
So you have a lot of data coming in about farmers, about weather, about the currency fluctuation. All of that data, AI is very, very, very good at analyzing and coming up with conclusions. So if you look at it, AI can do a lot of these core functions. And there is a platform like Paradiso AI, there is a platform by IBM and many other providers. But essentially, AI can do these five main functions.
Okay. So we saw that how it can like help the government sector do things, but which of the sectors it will be affecting? Like we are talking about education, healthcare. So which other sectors also it can provide help to?
Right. So from creating document to analyze data, right? So AI can do a lot of these. And just sort of like a side note, right? It's not AI is not perfect.
Yeah.
If you write a GR, a government regulation with AI, it will take you 70-80% of the way. But that's still a huge improvement in productivity. What could have taken 1 month for a mid-level government employees to create a 200-page GR, if AI in 5 minutes, by the time you get a cup of tea, it's creating 80% of your work. That's a
Correct.
huge improvement. It's 100 to 100,000x improvement in productivity, right? But mind you, it's doing 80-90% of the work. The rest 10-20%, humans still have to do the work, right? Same thing with farm processing, right? So if the farmer has applied for a subsidiary, the subsidiary form will get processed by AI, but still you can have humans in loop do the to do the last review, the final review. But by the time it comes to
Correct.
human, a lot of the legwork, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the administrative work has already been completed. One quick example, we're working with one of the agencies in India, government agencies, and they process a lot of the financial aid applications for farmers. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens when the application comes in through the mobile phone? Sometimes it's missing an Aadhaar card. Sometimes the address on Aadhaar card doesn't match the address on application. Sometimes the photos are not clear. So the AI looks at this and immediately sends a SMS or gives a call. The AI calls the farmer and says, or in whatever language they're talking, that we need a new copy of Aadhaar card. So all of these, usually a secretary or junior level person in government would have done. And the whole application would have taken months and months to process because of all this back and forth. And it would have put a strain on government and also on civilian. But the AI is streamlining a lot of these. What needed couple of weeks can be done in couple of days. So almost every department you can think of in the public sector will be able to take advantage of AI, whether it's finance department, education, healthcare, and we talked about some of those uses. And also whether it's coming from the central government or state or municipal corporations, NGOs. So we're currently working with NGO, which provides affordable education to kids with disability. And they are going to use our AI tutor the AI which acts like a teacher using
Mhm.
mobile phone to help the blind kids. So that's just one example. Municipal corporation, I think in Chandigarh, they have started a chat bot which can answer questions from the citizens. So similarly, state, central, every government at any level can really you harness the power of AI and increase the efficiency, help the citizens get the services more easily
Mhm.
and quickly.
Okay. And how can we rely on AI to make these kind of decisions?
So AI doesn't have to work independently, right? The systems
Mhm.
which are very well tested and low risk situations.
Mhm.
For example, if it's helping with answering questions about a software. So even if it makes a mistake, it's not a huge problem as opposed to misdiagnosing cancer. That's a huge problem. So most of the high risk and less accuracy scenarios, they can be done what we call in co-pilot scenario, where AI is acting like your assistant. It's helping
Okay.
you diagnose patient, it's helping you in teaching, it's helping you in creating documents, but it is not the final word or final
Mhm.
step in your workflow. And the agents are something which can automate things. There the human involvement is less. So when we work with governments across the world, we a lot of times implement the hybrid system where the low risk scenarios are handled by agents, the AI agents, and the high risk scenarios are handled as AI as a co-pilot.
Okay. Can we have a quick demo for our viewers to know what AI can do?
Sure. So in our platform, right, as we said, it can do the five things from create
Mhm.
to analyze, right? So let's
Mhm.
look at a support example. Imagine a farmer having a sort of like a chatbot or application on their mobile phone where they can ask any question in any language they want, right? So one quick example um, is I'll ask something in Hindi about pesticides. कौन से पेस्टिसाइड सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्टिव है? So what it's doing is in I ask the question in Hindi, it's analyzing the question, and it's going to give me the answer. And so similarly, the conversation can continue as if you're talking to a agriculture expert.
आपके पिको के लिए हॉपर्स हॉपर के खिलाफ प्रभावी पेस्टिसाइड्स में शामिल है।
So I just uploaded an image of a picture a farmer has taken, and I'm going to ask question. मेरे पत्तों पे ये डिजीज है, इसके लिए क्या solution है? So the image has been uploaded, and what the AI is doing, it's analyzing the image, figuring out which disease it is, and going to recommend suggestions in terms of pesticide or what to do.
नमस्ते, मैं कृषि सहायक हूँ, एक एआई ट्यूटर जो स्मार्ट कृषि में विशेषज्ञता रखता है। आपकी समस्या के लिए एक पहली छवि जीन्स के कीट। यह कीट प्रायः फसलों और पत्तों पर हमला करते हैं। इसके लिए आप नीम का तेल या इंसेक्टिसाइड्स का उपयोग कर सकते हैं।
So it analyzed that, and it kind of gave the suggestions, and I can keep going back and forth, got questions. There are certain
Mhm.
links here. It can take me to certain government programs. It can help me, for example, this is a form I can fill for a loan application. I can watch videos and I can ask questions about the videos. This is just one example, right? So
Mhm.
similarly, there could be a AI tutor, there could be AI doctor, and so on and so forth. So this is an example of how AI can be a conversational agent or assistant. Now I'm going to flip the gears and talk about how AI can create documents. such
Mm-hmm.
as lessons, courses, um, things of those nature. So I So if I go here, see some of the documents have already been created by AI. This particular document has been created in Marathi. It's about some security at work, and all of this, the table of content, the content of the document has been created by AI. Similarly, we can see there are a GR has been created, a book has been written by AI in English. So this is about art of being alone. It's talking about different sections here. So similarly, let's look at a good quick example. We'll create a document here in English, let's say a government regulation, GR. mm, Information security policy, GR. And we can have like a 10 page, we can use the same as description. Now the AI, I'm going to ask AI to create objectives for this GR.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, let's see here. So here, it's going to identify key concept of information security, common threats, and all of that. So this was created by AI. If I go to the next screen, it's going to start creating this entire GR of 10 pages, which could have taken somebody a couple of days or weeks. So this is a table of contents. It's all created by AI. If I click
Mm-hmm.
next, it's going to start creating page after page the content for this particular. So you see, it just took a couple of seconds, created the information, the key concept. If I ask it to generate threats and vulnerability, it's going to create the information about threats. So as you can see how powerful this tool could be, whether you are a municipal corporation, whether you are a central government in any department, it can save a lot and lot of time and energy, and it also can be very it's in some cases it's going to be more accurate than some of the humans, right? So it's talking about malware, phishing attacks, and everything related to information security here. Similarly, you can write a book with this, you can create a lesson plan, you can create an entire course with a e-learning course. So some of these courses have been created by AI, our AI. So I'm going to show one course called Effective Communication. And this course has been created by AI. And also it has AI tutor, which can help you become better at communication, right? So this is the editor view. If I play it, the entire course, we're going to see the course contains text, images, voiceover. You can hear some things. So all of these codes have been created using the AI. The voice I have turned off, but this video has been created by AI.
That's really cool.
Right. And about this effective communication, I can ask questions such as what are different types of
In a
communication?
world where connections reign supreme, effective communication is
So this particular video has already been created in AI. We have many different models in different regions, male, female,
There are
Arabic,
several different types of
and
communication, including
so it just answered my question about this. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like a complete platform where you can create courses, you can have a tutor. Imagine a tribal kid who's trying to learn English, who doesn't have a facility, English institute or good teachers, or doesn't have money, and he can just use his father's phone and run this application and start talking to this tutor as if the tutor is sitting next to this particular student. So this is another example of how the AI can create and support um, different civilians.
Okay.
I'd like to
Can
highlight one more example
mhm,
where the AI is automating things, right? So this is one of the documents in Hindi, which has been
okay.
uploaded to AI, and it's about a Pradhan Mantri Yojana for Mahila, right? So just some document from internet. Now, this has been uploaded, let's say, from your mobile phone, and you can start asking questions about this document. Let's say you're a female who can talk only in Hindi, not English, and you're in village, you can ask questions about this. So let's just try one question. इस योजना से मुझे क्या लाभ मिल सकता है? So I just ask it a question. It's going to analyze the documents and get me the answer in my local language. So this is the answer it gives me. आपको प्रधानमंत्री महिला विकास योजना से ये लाभ मिल सकता है, and it gives me all the answer there. This is another example where I have a mortgage documents uploaded, and this AI has analyzed the mortgage document, and it has found out all the important attributes from it. What could have taken a bank officer or government officer many hours to find this information and do data entry in the system, like loan amount, the purpose, the address. If you look at it, a loan amount is $250,000. If you look at this here, here is the loan amount. Here's the
Mhm.
address of the Oak Avenue. All of these AI has read automatically. So imagine a loan officer in government who's getting hundreds and hundreds of these applications. It takes him days and weeks. Now AI can read all of that, make a decision on it, whether they qualify for the loan, they don't qualify for loan. And if it's, let's say it's a 200, a 20-page application, loan application, it can just ask questions about it. So we're going to ask one question here. What is the term in terms of the years of this loan? So now I just ask it a question. It's going to analyze the document and get me the answer. So the term is 30 years. You see how powerful this technology could be for government who is
Mhm.
overburdened right now. Let's say if I had uploaded a legal case, somebody filed a criminal case or a civil case against a bank or whatever. So the entire case, which let's say it's 20, 30 pages in Marathi, in Gujarati, or whatever language, the AI can analyze it, understand it, take most of the information, summarize the case for a lawyer or for a judge, and save many days and hours. So that's how powerful this could be.
So it has covered the linguistic diversity that we have in India.
Absolutely. It can support many different languages.
Okay. So actually, you said that this platform can also work as a chatbot. So how is it any different than using Chat GPT?
Yeah, we get this question a lot, right? So let's imagine you are a RBI or finance department in government of Gujarat, right? See, you cannot leave a lot of your confidential private information and give it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, you don't have any control over. So tomorrow, ChatGPT can change the entire algorithm. It can make it paid. You don't know what it's doing with your data. You cannot customize it for our Indian language, right? Or the particular rules and regulation government of Gujarat has. So customization is not possible with ChatGPT. You don't have any control. You
Okay.
cannot audit it. You cannot integrate with, let's say, um, with Aadhaar or
Mhm.
with some other systems, right? Privacy is a big issue. You cannot run a report as to see, okay, how many government employees is using our application.
Mhm.
You don't have control over its future roadmap. So for that and the amount of impact AI is going to have, I think government in India and across the world should be investing heavily in AI, because whatever they invest $1, they're going to get $1,000 out of it in terms of the improvement in efficiency. in terms of quickness to reply to civilians. Civilians across the world, and especially in India, are tired of waiting, tired of the low level of service the public sector gives, right? They're used to calling Flipkart or Amazon and getting their packet delivered next day within hours. They're used to that kind of world where Swiggy, within 1 hour, they get any kind of food they want from it. So,
Correct.
and the government, they send one application and don't hear from it weeks and months, sometimes never. They're tired of this. And this is creating a very, very bad image for the politicians, for the administration, for the government, and the entire country, entire economy slows down. So it's time that we invest in the technology. And I know Modi government and government across various states have invested heavily. They have announced the funds for AI. Now it's time for administration from some small from the city to the central level to take advantage of this technology. So ChatGPT is just a tool. What Paradiso AI can provide is an entire platform so the government can run itself on this kind of platforms without having to lose the privacy, the security, and the sensitive data of the civilians.
Yeah, like counting its benefits, there are too many, but there are also concern about AI leading to job losses in public sector. Like, how do you think that Indian government can address these concerns that are regarding job losses? We already have job scarcity in India, in public sector as well as in private sector.
Right. So there is no doubt that AI can do jobs of many, many humans, right?
Mhm.
But already our administration is understaffed. If we had enough lawyers, we wouldn't
Mhm.
have 50 lakhs cases pending in the court. If we had enough ophthalmologists, we wouldn't have people going blind because of diabetic retinopathy, right?
Mhm.
If we had enough teachers, we wouldn't have tribal kids struggling to get English language education, right? So we are a shortage of employees and resources, really. It's not just government employees, also resources. So AI is going to help there. There's no doubt some of the job will be displaced. I wouldn't say government has to let go of these people. If government wants to do that, they can do that. But let's say they don't want to reduce the jobs. They don't want to, they want to put people from one area to another area. For example, if government implements the healthcare AI, which can read a lot of the X-rays and MRI scans, they can use the radiologists to do other kind of work like counseling the patients and some other kind of work. The teachers can help doing more of a social skills with the with the kids. If the question paper, the answer paper are evaluated with AI and it's doing the grading, that frees up your teachers to do social integration. That frees up your teachers to bring other programs which were lacking. That frees up teachers to do adult education.
Mhm.
So we don't have shortage of work. So government employees will always find a work, but I agree with you. They will be displaced. They'll go from here to here. But
So
as a
the
whole,
fear.
as economy grows,
Mhm.
as jobs, they will create more new kinds of jobs also. So that's something to think about. So humans, a lot of the manual data entry kind of work will be given to AI, and human will be more like the orchestrator, right?
Mhm.
The people who are doing thinking and problem solving, and a lot of the low level work will be handed over to AI.
We have already talked about AI and everything related to AI. So I wanted to listen and hear about what Paradiso AI is and how it was like. How did you get that idea to go into AI and research about it and create this innovative platform?
Absolutely, Tanushi. So Paradiso is a IT solutions company. We do digital transformation. We have clients
Mhm.
in 30 plus countries, many governments as well as private. And the I have been interested in AI since I was a kid, right? So back then the AI wasn't developed as much. But after going into Harvard Business School, I got exposure to a lot of different industries and different countries. And when I started working with government and digital transformation projects from Oman to all the way to Colombia, what I realized is that the government do have very good intentions to get back to civilians, to answer their queries, to be quick in responses, to provide healthcare in Africa, and to provide education in Bangladesh. They have all these intentions, but they lack the resources. The challenges are huge. The resources are not as much. So that's what I've been waiting for many, many years for AI technology to mature so it can really work hand in hand with government and be the assistant to the government to really transform and solve some of the big problems of poverty, education, health, lack of health care, and cybersecurity. So we are at a stage where AI has progressed, and by partnering with government, a lot of the private companies like Paradiso and many others around the world, great companies out there, they can give the power of AI to government, and government can really make the impact where it really, really matters to change the lives of ordinary people. So I hope really that's my vision, where we all will have access to affordable healthcare, great education, and we'll be able to have our women and child safe in this country by leveraging the power of technology.
Yeah, I hope your vision and your mission comes to a like comes to light, and it is very. I hope that it is used in public sector very soon. Thank you for this interview, and
Thank you,
yeah, all
Tanushree.
the best.
Thank you.